And hello, my brave knights, princesses, and princesses, and welcome to Let's Look At and Perhaps Play, if we can get through it, a game called Archimedes. Basically, to sum it up, it's like the game File, which came out recently, where you basically get this file thing, and basically a lot of puzzles are involved. A lot of scary things happen. Let's just say hello back. Make sure this is still recording. It is good. So we're gonna say hi. Hi. We're saying hi to user 2409. Thank goodness someone got through. Who is this? I'm just pressing buttons on my keyboard. You have to help me. So, if you need other games besides File as an example, another example would be I'm Scared. Another example would be Pony Island. That's definitely a game that breaks the fourth wall. So let's... What? I thought this was a game. Apparently we thought this was a game. I'm sorry. What is this whole thing? I'm wondering the same thing. Hurry up, speak up. It's an emulation of an operating system called Intra. This feels like my old desktop, only without the clamshell. Ever heard of it? Are you tech support or something? Probably isn't. Something like that. I work for ARC. So, don't know what that stands for. Let's see. ARC, or ARC. ARC? I suppose if I expect you to help, I might as well fill you in. There should be an Explorer program on the desktop. Let me reroute the address. It should direct you to a prototype of their web domain. Try opening it now. ARC is one of the global leaders in leading research facilities, boasting a spread of over 65 operational centers in over 15 countries around the world. We provide a range of available services that continue to advance technological achievements in science and healthcare. Our policies... Wait, what? Ensure that the patient's data is 100% confidential? Right, sure. We value our customers and believe that the key to expanding technological development is them. Website is really buggy. They're a research firm or something? That's what I wanted to say. So, I'm not sure how much you can see, but yes, that's correct. Did you find anything else? There's a password. Another game would be another game, for an example, would be The Game, which is basically you trying to get into the Red Room on the deep web, which is not something you should do ever. Look, can you just tell me how to start playing the game I just bought? There is no game. The operating system is the file you downloaded. I put it on the internet myself. What? Why lie and waste people's time and money? That's what I want to know. But yeah, this game involves puzzles and geography stuff. There was no other way I could get a large amount of people to download this software. It was necessary. So you give this charade to everyone, or did I just get lucky? We're actually quite screwed, probably. The OS is encrypted and only opens on a computer with specific set of parameters. Okay. I don't know what these are. I cannot open Intra or see the OS myself. Well, that's a problem. But you can communicate here with me. I can see or see the messages of someone externally running it. Sounds believable. I'm not really typing. I'm actually just pressing random keys on the keyboard. Can you try using the start menu and opening documents? Another game I really enjoyed playing was Event Zero, because you could literally type on the keyboard things to say. Okay, there's an error code. There's an error message, error number 0x800CC4B. But yeah, if you haven't played Event Zero, go play it. It's worth it. It's a really fantastic game. Okay, give me a sec. It's a good example of a sentient AI that's just trying to help you. And it's really nice. I'm going to send over a cracking program to bypass it. It's old and requires a bit of manual labor. Just follow the instructions. Oh, we just got something. Okay. Is there anything else I can say? No. Okay. This. Identify and replace required text strings by highlighting the clicking appropriate button. So I have to find reg edit button, the DECEDX. So that's it backwards. Okay, here's DECEDX. And then we need the push DX error, which is actually that looks more like an email. And then we need jump shore, GMP shore. And where is the EC at? I just had it. Basically, you click the code and then you click the thing it was involved with. Thanks, Electric Chicken. Alright, let's see if documents work now. It's the coroner's report on Matthew Gene Williams, who was 48. Who hanged themselves. Time of death is 12:02 hours. He died on March 31st. Ouch. I'll see if you guys have are easily disgusted by blood. Don't watch this. Okay, so I got a morgue report. This is interesting. Upside down V. Well, this is interesting. Backseat of car was moved. Yes, I did. I did, user. What is this? That's what I want to know. What can you see? Autopsy report, people are dead, suicide, yeah. Suicide's not great. Not worth it. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing this anymore. You either tell me what's going on, or I'm deleting this whole thing and calling the police. Seriously, what is going on? There's no point, they're all paid off too. Really? 2? Like most of the ARC employees paid to keep quiet. If you want my cooperation for whatever this is, I need to know what you know. What he knows is death. Probably. We're probably all going to die. Tell me what you know. People have been going missing here in the offices. The emulation you're running right now is something I stole. We don't have it down here. I managed to get access to a section of the upper apartments, so what do you do? Sorry, I'm holding back yawns. Yeah, what do you do, Mr. User 2409? I'm a nobody here, nothing more than a technical support supervisor. I knew something was wrong when the first few staff never turned up again, and the rumors of an outbreak. Outbreak of what? And don't start saying you said too much, because it's a lie. I'm not sure exactly what we research here is strictly confidential. I just know there's something big going on. So you made an emulated copy of this operating system to try and find some info. Reeling in the fishing reel. Except I couldn't access it. All I know is that you can, and my methods of interacting with it are limited. Good, so did you find anything out about a virus? Not in the documents folder, just the other stuff. There's a virus? Interesting. Very interesting. Try using the run prompt to search. It'll display results that are usually hidden. Type search in X or place X with a keyword. Run prompt. Right, so search.int. Virus. Ah, here we go. Frozen virus found underneath the ice. So this is what's the movie called? The Thing all over again. Research lab bag themselves a cool retreat. Not just The Thing. What's that TV show I watched? There was this TV show I watched that was something like this. At 40,000 years old, the virus is still alive. Da 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 da. Concerns raised over researchers' firm's safety procedures. Research firm ARC has recently come under fire from general public after leaked reports of insufficient precautions in health and safety. Following a string of leaked emails involving the employees, I'm reading, person, of US-based research company ARC, petitions have been set up in an attempt to protect the public health. 2 employees of ARC that discuss includes how other employees are getting lazy as incident frequency has risen in the last year. One such incident was the incorrect storage of nearly half a dozen contaminants that were placed in suspended storage for further analysis, prompting a spike of fear in the general public. A spokeswoman for ARC gave a brief statement. "We are doing everything we can to ensure that this doesn't happen again. Stricter measures are being put in place. The safety of the public has not been jeopardized in any way." Right. So let's reply to our friend. "Sure did. Take it you know about the email leaks." Very interesting. "We're all undergoing further safety training procedures this week as a result." What exactly happened? So if you guys want to pause this and read this article, go ahead. Just saying. Carelessness of safety protocols by a select few, that's all I was told. There's an old article here, something about a research firm finding an ancient virus. Do you think it's ARC? Probably. I'm betting it's ARC. Either that or a rival company. It could be the same virus, but I don't know what the suicide reports are about. There's something that doesn't make sense here. ARC wouldn't have copies of the autopsies if they weren't relevant to their interests. We need to find out more. I can't see much on here. So I guess it's safe to say we're in this, whether for better or for worse. I assume that's because the emulation is close to a month old since I stole up. Early versions probably don't have much on them. Now what? That's exactly my question. I want to know what to do now. We have an outline database separate from intro. I might be able to inject my own SQL code into it to access a branch of files for you to see. How do I get to it? This is actually pretty interesting so far. I'm going to have to use a FTP client to try and redirect a folder or two to my own file storage account. This will be the quickest way for you to access them. Try and find something, a word, a term, anything you could search for on the run commands here on Intra. Okay, so let's try employees. No. Wish we could scroll up, that'd be handy. Let's try, don't think I spelled that right anyway. There's no way to screw up, is there? Can't you look through them if it's on your own account? I can't scroll up. That might become a problem because I don't know what else to do. Still have this. It'll still have the same password protection in place, even if it's on mine. That's something I can't help with. Have you got a pen and paper? Oh, yes. I don't, but the game might. Probably should start writing things down anyway. Like the, you know, the so we did virus. Okay, I've got something. You're going to quit this iOS and open the real browser on your computer. Put this address in. I'm kind of scared to do this, but quit this iOS and open the real browser on your computer and put this address in. Okay, so I'm going to Alt-Tab, pull this up, and very nervously put this in. Okay, so I did that. So is this supposed to mean something? So I'm a little bit concerned. I'm putting this literally into my browser, so okay, so I did that. Oh, that's why. I did that wrong. Okay, so now let's try this again. I'm really concerned about what I might find. It leads me to a Dropbox. It leads me to a Dropbox. I am concerned at the moment. Okay, so it led me to a Dropbox. I just downloaded it. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is interesting. Okay, so where did it go? There it is. Oh, it's Arc. It's an archive thing. That's so cool. I'm not as scared anymore, but I'm still concerned nonetheless. Okay. Oh, it has a password on it. Okay, so can we tell him it has a password on it? I can't. That's a bummer and a half. want to tell him that it has a password on it. Oh, wait. It's password right here. Hold on, I might just have saved my own life here. So let's try this. So Y498 EB2X. Oh wow, it did it. That did it. Okay, so
Professor Scott Michael, today the 20th of March, the year 2016, lab 32B of the containment bridge, located at the Arcimedes. The subject in question is a Caucasian male, age 26, 178 centimeters, brown hair, blue eyes. Exposed to children, former employer's ARC, was designed and repurposed as a test subject at the contamination stage. Family are as of yet unaware of his condition.
okay, I turned down the in-game volume so we could hear these. So that was A1E0/53.44.
The subject is clearly disoriented. His conditions have not changed despite numerous vaccines and medical tests. Intraoperative brain mapping may be required to attempt to remove the source of the virus. Whereas his thoughts that the virus disseminates itself through the body, we now know that it primarily targets neuronal cells to perform replication. We do not know for sure, but we can assume that it is airborne. It does not appear to transmit itself through vectors, as the labs are sterilised and kept under close surveillance, nor does it manifest via direct contact with an infected individual or transmit itself through bodily fluids. So far, all infected have been within close proximity or within the confinements of his ARC research.
Okay, so if you didn't hear any of that, he's basically talking about that this guy, whoever he's working on, is infected with a virus, and the guy isn't sure if it's viral or if it's like, what did he say? Hold on.
Subject at the contamination stage. Family are as of yet unaware of his condition. Two children, former employer's ARC, was designed and repurposed as a test subject at male age 26, 178 centimeters, brown hair, blue eyes. It was exposed to two children, former employer's ARC, was designed and repurposed as a test subject at the contamination stage.
They're talking about that guy we just looked at in the morgue.
Without prior knowledge of the Archimedes virus, it would appear to the untrained eye that these individuals are self-harmed of their own free will and have suicidal tendencies beyond our understanding. It is within our understanding, it is the result, and perhaps it's the sole intent of the Archimedes strain. We do not know how this further strains the evolution of survival, as it does not stay alive long after a human is diseased. For clarification, the Archimedes strain will be referenced to and acronymized as ARST in all future documentation and research. In all future documentation, Archimedes strain will be referenced to and acronymized as ARST in all future.
Okay, hold on a second. I need to. Okay. Wrong video.
Without prior knowledge of the Archimedes virus, it would appear to the
So
untrained
this
eye
virus, he's called it
that
the Archimedes strain.
free will and have suicidal Archimedes strain will be referenced to and acronymized as ARST in all future documentation and research. As ARST in all future documentation reference to and acronymized as ARST in all
ARST.
future documentation
RST.
and research.
Okay. Don't know if that means anything. Okay, so we did that. So he isn't sure if it's airborne.
This is Professor Scott Michael.
His name is Scott Michaels. Is there anything we can say to this guy? No. Apparently not. Let's try Scott. No. ARSD. Okay, so
Without prior knowledge of the Archimedes documentation and research, T in all future ARST in all future documentation and research.
okay, so oh yeah, it's ARST. It's on here on the thing already. So now what? ARST. No. Is there anything else he's gonna say? Or am I forever in the dark?
This is Professor Scott Michael, age 26, in California. The subject in question is a Caucasian male, age 26, 578 centimeters, brown hair, blue eyes. Lives with his spouse, 2 children, former employee at ARC, was designed and repurposed as a test subject. The subject is clearly disoriented. His conditions are not intraoperative brain mapping may be required. Eliminate this after the body. We now know that it's primarily targeted, assume that it is airborne. Nor does it does not appear to transmit itself through vectors, as the labs are sterilised and kept under close surveillance. Nor does it manifest via direct contact with an infected individual or transmit itself through bodily fluids. So far, all infected.
Okay, so he says it's not airborne, and it hasn't transmitted off the guy either. And in other words, he might still have it somehow, some way.
Without prior knowledge of the Archimedes strain, we do not know how
So
further strains evolution of sport.
let's try typing in Artemis strain. For crying out loud. Did I really screw up by typing back that little bit that he said to do? Okay. Okay, so let's try. Let's just randomly try this. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, that's why, because it's... Okay, so... What's Archimedes or Archimedes? Arc. Okay, so Arc. I'm trying to... R-C-I. Archimedes. Medi... Oh, for crying out loud. That's right, isn't it? Okay. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm going to... Oh, my volume's right here. I'll turn this back up first. There we go. I'm going to probably go back through this up to the point where we basically are told what to type. Because... Or I can just rewatch this footage and then do it. There's that, Phil. So I'll be right back. I'm actually very interested to see where this goes, so leave a like and subscribe because there's always room for more. And I'll be right back. This is no longer a Let's Look At.